Hello, fellow Toastmasters, guests. He and I met through serendipity, social media, and the luck of the Irish. The man I toast tonight joined me in one of the most epic adventures I'll ever experience. Years ago, in the fall of 2010, I typed my name into Facebook just for the heck of it. And he appeared. I found him, Robbie Ward. But this guy lived in Dublin, Ireland. I sent him a friend request, and I soon wrote him about what I call the Dublin Promise. So, the Dublin Promise relates to this lady right here. This lady right here is my 92-year-old grandmother who just turned 92 years old. She lives in Yazoo City, Mississippi. This woman here is my mother. In late 2009, she was at the beginning of the end of her life. She struggled with a rare form of muscular dystrophy. And so I really wish I had a cure for muscular dystrophy, but I gave her what I have. I gave her a promise, and I gave her a story. I said, Mama, when we get you out of this hospital, I'm going to take you to Ireland, and I'm going to run the Dublin Marathon. So, my mother died in July of 2010 before I had a chance to take her. But as you all know, if you promise your mama something, it doesn't matter if she's living or you're dead or whatever, you better make good on that promise to your mama. I mean, am I right? I mean, is that right? All right, so, of course I went to Ireland. Of course, I ran the, 42 kilometers. I've got the Dublin Marathon medal to show for it. Yeah, sure. But it's some of the things that we can't touch that have the most meaning from that experience. When I trained for the marathon, I wore a medical necklace that belonged to my mother. More so than completing the 42-kilometer race, it was spending time traveling across the world and meeting Robbie Ward. It was the landscapes that he showed me. It was the castles. It was our conversation that we spent together, that we shared together. Among the things that stand out, his generosity. The generosity that he showed me. It led me to one of the most spiritual moments of my life. He took me to Wicklow Mountains. We went to Glendalough. It's an area, Glendalough means the Valley of the Two Lakes. Robbie Ward, his son Robbie Ward, and this Robbie Ward, we hiked to the upper lake. We hiked to the upper lake. This is Robbie, and Robbie. And so, in that experience, it might have been the wind. It might have been the misty air. It might have been the ducks swimming in the crystal clear water. But I knew it was my mother there with me. I knew at that moment that's where I told her I would take her. I put my hands in the upper lake and I grabbed these pebbles. And so when I completed the marathon, I did it wearing this necklace and I had these pebbles in my hand or in my pocket. So Robbie, I've never had a chance to formally thank you, but I'm going to raise this glass for you. Have a little bit of Irish whiskey, Jameson. And so, I know you're in Dublin, but this Robbie is in Washington, D.C. And I wish you good health. I wish you happiness. I wish you success. I wish you wealth in all of its forms, and only the best friends and family with whom to share. Cheers.